Diabetes.
African Americans are nearly twice as likely to have diabetes as non-Hispanic whites.
Heart disease.
Heart disease death rates are 30% higher for African Americans than non-Hispanic whites, and stroke death rates are 41% higher.
Asthma.
Although African Americans represent only 12.7% of the U.S. population, they account for 26% of all asthma deaths.
Pain.
African Americans are less likely to receive adequate treatment for pain than non-Hispanic whites, from arthritis to backache, according to two recent University of Michigan studies that were presented at the American Pain Society's annual meeting. Alzheimer's. African Americans may have a higher risk for diabetes, a risk factor for Alzheimer's and vascular dementia. A person with high blood pressure or high cholesterol may also be more likely to develop Alzheimer's.
Kidney failure.
African Americans make up about 12% of the population, but account for 32% of people with kidney failure. Obesity. There are large disparities in obesity prevalence by ethnic groups among women. Approximately 53% of non-Hispanic black women and 51% of Mexican American women, 41 to 59 years of age, were obese, compared with about 39% of non-Hispanic white women of the same age.
Cancer.
African American women are more than twice as likely to die of cervical cancer than non-Hispanic white women, and are more likely to die of breast cancer than are women of any other racial or ethnic group.
New scientific research states that 87% of all disease in the body is emotional or stress-related, and 13% is nutritional.
The solution to this community medical crisis has to involve taking control of our behavior.
We have to be willing to be more involved in wellness for ourselves.
You are about to experience a new way of balancing your health. Today is the day you finally take control of how your body looks and feels. Through his School of Tapology, Dr. Michael Vincent teaches people how to understand and work with the body to reestablish emotional balance and aid in health repair. Without strong, vibrant health, you can't be as productive as you want to be. After experiencing tapology, the following people wanted to share their story.
My name is McKinley Thomas. About 6 weeks ago, I was at Dr. Vincent's house. He was having a class, and I had 3 ladies coming to fill a time slot, and they were all 3 of them were diabetic females. And I serviced one lady, and the other, I got a phone call saying that she couldn't make it. So there was a time slot that I had to fill. So I called my wife and asked her if she'd come and fill that spot for me. And she did. And when she got here, she brought her blood works in her machine, and we tested her at that point, not realizing how high her blood sugar was. It was at 540. 540 is at stroke level. I didn't know it because I don't really monitor it with her, and evidently she hadn't been monitoring it. So we took a protocol out of the tapology book, and we tapped her out for diabetes. We tapped her out for arteriosclerosis. And we brought it down from 540 to about 410. And throughout the next 3 weeks, I gave her the protocols, plus I used them, and I've tapped her out once a day, every day at the same time. And her blood sugar went down from 410 to 148. And that's without medication. And that took her out of a stroke zone, so now she's able to manage it herself. I'm finding that there's nothing like the tapping points, because you can actually help a person without medication, without side effects. I'm blessed because it was an accident that she came, but she's out of stroke zone, and I still have my wife.
In 1975, I was involved in a bad motorcycle accident. I lost my leg, broke my pelvis, broke my neck, and the pain that I've had for the last 30 years is excruciating. It feels like somebody's sticking a red-hot knife in the bottom of my foot that didn't exist anymore because of the amputation. It ruled my life. I didn't go out places because I never knew when I was going to have a pain attack. I stayed home all the time. When it got bad, I would sit for days and cry. The pain was just bad. A little while back, a friend of mine asked me if I would go with them to meet Dr. Michael Vincent. She said that she thought maybe he could help me. So Betty Ray brought me down to Michael Vincent's, and he did tapology on me, and within 15 minutes, my pain level went from a 10 down to a 0. And now after 2 months, the pain is still at a 0. And because of this, I am now studying tapology and learning how to do it myself so that I can help some of my own pain.
My name is Baba Karba, and I've had allergies ever since I can remember, really. But then it later progressed to having asthma, developed into asthma. I was really having bad asthma attacks during that time, so I could only do 1 year. I didn't finish. So later we moved to Mali, and it got worse and worse. As I stayed there, it got worse and worse. So after my auntie had called and said that if I came back to the U.S., she knows someone who can heal me, get rid of my asthma completely, just by tapping, just through tapping the body. So I was a little skeptical at first. I was like, just by tapping, I mean, how can, I tried everything, traditional herbal medicine, went on a diet, I stopped eating, I couldn't eat rice, couldn't eat white bread, yogurt, a lot of things. So I was kind of skeptical, and she said just through tapping, it would heal my asthma. So I came here and I met Dr. Vincent, and he's tapped me. The first time, I saw a big difference at first when he first tapped me, because at first I was having it every night I was having bad attacks. So when he tapped me later that week, I had about 3 attacks that week, 3 attacks, and now I'm starting back to eat, dairy products. I can eat dairy. I still can't eat rice though, but I can eat dairy products, and so his tapping has really worked. And even now, I tap my own self. I tap myself, and it really works. And I think if it works for me, then it can work for anybody else.
Along with a constantly self-renewing, self-healing body, emotional balance and nutritional correction is the way back to good health.